Based on what we just heard, that's actually rather incriminating.
Sunday night, 11:30 to 12:15. She was here all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
She can go to the toilet?
No.
In the whole 45-minute window?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out too. She has an operation to run from her lorry. We're not getting into what that operation is again, Cobb.
I already know what it is. You don't have to worry about it.
And just 'cause she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and shot him. I've been through this. It's not plausible.
It's wildly plausible. It's the most plausible.
He's been through it. That means he suspected her too. All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. Now let's place her on that roof.
Lay the bricks, lay the foundation. You do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding buildings. Not from what I know about Martinez.
Seriously, like, the low growl, I understand that's your thing, but could you speak up just a little bit?
Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper. It was close up.
There's a 72% chance the bullet came from the roof.
72%. There's a percentage and all. Where'd you get it from? Your guys in the lab?
I analyzed it on the spot. Turns out I can do that.
No, you can't. I know what you did here on the weekend. People dog. And what they say doesn't sound like a science column. You're a madman.
Yo, is Science Cop a thought we can internalize? Because I'm on that shit.
Those numbers were an ass pull, man.
Yeah, that might actually be the case.
Yeah, and they don't put her on the roof either. It's just mambo jumbo. He hasn't got shit.
No, I just needed to establish. I just needed to get you saying that you think the shot came from the roof. Now, there's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
Oh.
Through what looks like an... Okay, that sounds ridiculous.
People say there was a pinball arcade here, sometime before the hostel. What was it called, Theo?
East something.
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went bankrupt.
What didn't?
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building. Or an elevator, for that matter.
There's totally an elevator.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down from the workshop.
From there, a door leads straight to the roof. You could just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's quite the theory. We need to have a look at that secret passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
I found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Recent.
He looks tough, but there is a nervous twitch in his dark green eye. This is all too close to home for him.
Recent. Week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
All right. That doesn't really prove anything. Remember that key I found here?
I don't like guessing, Cole. No one does.
It opens the steel door in the kitchen, the one that leads upstairs to the roof. This key was right here, with you, all the time.
You didn't find it, but Ruby did. That's how she got up there.
Quit jumping to conclusions, Theo. You took that key. Did it look like it was recently put there?
That's not quite the right read on that line, but understandable. There's a lot of dialogue.
Now, the ribbon was old, faded. It'd have been there for 20 years at least.
She could have just put it back there once she was done.
Why? This doesn't make sense. It's damn interesting, but it doesn't fit well, and you know it.
It doesn't fit well, but it fits, and he knows it.
Why? No. No. And also no. There were still operational pinball machines. I'll run this just to see if it leads to something.
Right. What the fuck does that got to do with Ruby?
Let's move on.
He makes a gruff gesture for you to continue.
I didn't think it had anything to do with anything.
So you haven't won him over yet. That bad boy goes down on the table only when he's completely focused on something else.
Have we firmly established Ruby could have had access to the roof where the man was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head. A gun does that, and Ruby doesn't carry one.
Fuck me, it's my gun.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand. If not that, then at least a shadow of a doubt, in the shape of a gun.
I've analyzed the bullet that killed him. It was jacketed.
So
it had to come from a breech-loading rifle. Military grade. Not
Oh,
even
that's
you
right.
militia monkeys have those.
Okay, it's not my gun. Probably.
This goes against your short-range theory. If the murder weapon was military grade, how did Ruby get it?
You're right. You're right. I'm never solving this case. It's too complicated. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's true. The timeline doesn't fit that at all. I was only thinking about how it could possibly get worse for me. Just because it's rare doesn't mean you can't get it.
Carl, that's exactly what it means.
It means it's hard to get it, not impossible.
That wasn't strong.
I've already established Ruby's running drugs. She could have smuggled guns, too.
God damn. That's just about your favorite topic, isn't it? Every fucking 5 seconds.
All I'm saying is, from what I saw in her cabin, she'd have no trouble getting a gun.
Trouble. This is Revachol. Even the roid heads in the gym had a carbine. No one has trouble getting a gun. I still never saw her carry one.
So?
He's angry because he knows you're right. What he's saying only confirms your theory.
I didn't say I'd prove she had the murder weapon, just that we need to find her. The other two, the fourth one, as we've established, doesn't fit. The third one just casts doubt on my own theory, so let's move on.
All right, Carl. Keep talking. I'll tell you when
Pete, we're not seriously considering it, are we? Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component.
It's not why did she kill him. It's why did she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have just been covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
When she what?
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
Time for a logics demonstration.
When she went upstairs to help her with the body. Let's put it on Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him, got down.
Would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
When Claudia came downstairs, Ruby appeared to know that something was wrong.
Nah, man. That's just Ruby. She's got shit under control. That's her whole thing. That's why she's so good.
Plus, man, it's like female intuition, you know. Women talk to women. Which is sort of why we need someone on the team who they talk to.
Or she knew what happened because she killed him.
Not so useful.
This is kind of hearsay, but I'll run it anyway because it is relevant. Claudia told me some interesting things about Ruby.
Yeah.
She's part of the homosexual underground! Apparently she had a thing.
A thing? You mean?
I mean.
Yeah, but they're both girls.
Oh wow, just nobody...
Girls like girls too, Angus, sometimes. This is one of those times. She liked Glacier.
It's supernatural, a reality-breaking event, and we just need to accept it. It's scary. She probably went to university and learned it from a liberal. What Kim said.
Fuck you. First he says she's murdered him. Now she's a too? It's a lie.
Wait, this never came up? Like, ever?
Come on, Glenn. She likes Monica's titties more than you do. Everyone knows which way the wind blows there.
I did. I knew it. That's why she didn't fuck me at Fatty's birthday party.
You know when people, like, reach the right conclusion, but in, like, just aggressively the wrong way.
She didn't fuck you, 'cause you're 40, and you still live with your mom, Dennis.
Classy said she made advances on her and she thwarted them.
Ruby then threatened her and told her to end her relationship with the deceased.
This is some sordid shit. It's also the kind of garbage our Miss Aronier puts out to cover her own ass.
That's what I assumed the counter argument would be. Ruby made her scared and she spilled the beans.
That Ruby is queer as cabaret. Now that I start thinking about it, I don't know why I didn't see it earlier.
It's what now?
And that's okay. Some are queerer than others. You can still be a Hardy. But if you bring your own personal shit into our outfit...
That man with this accent and that hat, I did not expect to be like, yeah, she's super queer and that's okay. You're still one of us. Hey, good on you, man. Don't agree with everything that you say, but you had some bars there.
And then, boss, use us to cover it up? I mean, that's just fucked up.
If it's true. But it's not, right?
It's not part of a leadership challenge. Challenging his authority is just going to make him clam up. She killed him because she thought it would curry favor with you. That doesn't make any sense. You have to see it. Things don't add up. We need to talk to her.
Silence. He looks around the room. The old man in the corner nods. A very small nod. And a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip.
Yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. Add it to your list of suspicions, if you want. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However hard I asked. Wanna know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
When did she leave?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What was she scared of?
I told you. You.
Me personally?
Yes, you. The cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
No wonder she's afraid. I've come to declare the ending of the human experiment.
Sure. The human experiment. That's real funny. You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
Thanks. That was, like, weirdly respectful. What else did she tell you about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes, and that you won't stop.
Never. Not until the case is solved. And then the next case. And the next.
She's right.
Not until you have something on her. She says she's heard of you from Jamrock. That you're a human can opener. That you play suspects against each other. Open them up. Like cans.
Why are we getting all this stuff late in the game that makes us feel good about ourselves?
And then when they're all empty, just move on. Onto the next can. Don't look back unless there was something you missed.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having a go on with our lives kind of day, Al. How about you?
Silence. He nods.
Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
I'll take that. Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This caught Titus. This caught me. But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Change the subject.
Is Ruby my wife? That would be fucked. Do you have any clues?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry, so she's on foot.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand. You'll never find her.
Yeah, Al, and we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have you looked for her, more precisely?
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlog. She's not here, so I'm thinking she's there.
Who's doing this looking? They're all here.
You're all here. Who's looking?
Lizzie needed some air.
So she didn't go to tell Everard.
No one goes to tell Everard anything. He knows what he has to know. Fast.
It's called a radio, you believe. The gardener may have played you a game when she stormed out. She has her own plan.
You tell me where on the coast I should start looking.
Sure, there are some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisher folk there refuse to unionize. So, that's one place we haven't looked. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash. Time for you to step up.
That sounds like my shack, but
We will
that's
stop
fine.
there. One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Boyish. Hair's red. Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
You know what she's doing with the Ulan frequencies?
The what now? I have no idea. Boys?
She said she's building a pale emitter.
That seems fucked.
What?
We were talking about radio equipment. She said she's doing Ulan frequencies and a pale something. I don't know more.
This guy barely understands what he's talking about.
It's something.
There you have it. Pale something.
It's not much, but it'll do. Go!
It'll have to.
I will shake that hand. You are all right, Titus.
His grip is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece of unpolished granite.
Anyway,
Anna Van Eyck. Okay, so Egghead is clearly not Van Eyck in disguise.
Oh.
Van Eyck is an Oranese disc jockey, but those people get around, especially in Revachol, in the clubs on Boogie Street. Perhaps he stayed here for a short stint and discarded part of the song he was working on, just threw it away, and then it ended up in the Hawthorn tree. But why? Did he think it was retrograde? It wasn't. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of the future and did not want for it to arrive just yet. Perhaps the city whispered the top line to him, and he was frightened by it?
Doesn't really seem that useful, but sure. Do you have anything else? Anything
Hi
new?
again, gendarme.
No,
Bye-bye,
we're good.
gendarme.
Can't believe this shit.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Keep forgetting it's
Yes?
esprit de corps.
What is it?
Did you hear that? Did you hear me saying? Did you like it?
That was pretty good, Harry.
That's not my name.
Wasn't it, Jean?
Whoa, how does she know your name? She probably heard it from somewhere. You have to be more careful, Karaoke Star. Names are dangerous.
Huh, that was absolute shit, if you want my opinion. Drunken shit. Haven't wanted anything to end this badly since I had cluster headaches. Horrible. Truly horrible. I beg of you, don't ever subject anyone to this torture again. I mean, seriously, you need to...
Jean, it's not right. Don't make it worse. And I really liked it.
You just call me Harry?
Yes, I called you by your name. What about it?
My name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Honestly, I don't care. I don't think anyone does anymore.
I don't care if you care. Does that unlock the check
Again?
by any chance? No. He can't believe this shit. Wow, this is looking real thin. And this is basically impossible now because we've already sent the body off. I have no idea how to manage this. I guess that's what we're doing. Hi.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
They're actually kind of soothing. Have you seen a red-haired woman named Ruby around the coast?
Nay, I haven't seen anyone lately.
Fair.
Because she's blind, which you seem to have forgotten.
Okay, but do you know who I'm talking about? I did forget about that. You know who I'm talking about?
This is my little cinder block town. I know what goes on around here.
She's being evasive. She knows something.
There was a murder in Martinez. She might be a suspect. We would appreciate your help.
I'll hear a recommendation.
Would you now? I know how this world works. And it doesn't work when people tell on each other.
Because the thing is, I can kind of feel that we're reaching something of an endpoint. This is the first time I really felt like, with us kind of like linking all the theories together and everything, it actually is starting to feel like things are narrowing down. The side quests are starting to thin out. We're getting like really good information that's leading us to a conclusion. So it is, by extension, starting to feel like if we continue down this path, we are going to miss some things if we don't do them like now. So I'm listening. This isn't about the Union. You don't have to worry about retaliation.
Ah, I should have known. This is yet another union mess. I'm not afraid of them, you know. We are not in the habit of being afraid around here.
Enough of this. She better start talking right now.
I see. You know something, but you've decided not to tell us.
There's not much to tell. People come and go. Now, was there something else?
I see, ma'am. I hope you don't mind if we look around anyway.
You should look around your shack. Maybe she's rented it out to others too.
That's a good thought. Also, you kept mentioning the books, and I guess I don't fully understand what is the importance of the books.
As you look at the floorboards in this corner of the shack, it's clear one of them isn't quite level with the others. The edge of a floorboard next to it looks scratched.
Let's move it.
Hollow space underneath the floorboards is dark and damp. You can barely make out the mixture of sand and sawdust below.
What's in there?
Nothing particular catches your eye. Looks like more reeds. There might be something hidden inside the sand, though.
Search through.
You stick your hand in and start combing through the sand. Dry, not like outside. Fine dust. And then, something hard wrapped in paper.
Please tell me it's a rifle.
A small cylindrical object. You pull it out. A bullet.
That's interesting.
The floorboard doesn't care. But maybe the washerwoman does. You have enough to confront her with. It's extra.
I don't remember that floorboard
She's
being
locked and loaded,
selectable before.
Ready to fight some cops.
Like, I've been holding the tab key when I'm in here, and the shaving station comes up, the mirror comes up, the bed comes up, and the door comes up. I don't remember that existing before. Now, I am pretty good at overlooking things that are right in front of me, so just because I didn't see it doesn't mean it doesn't
Our tenant,
exist.
the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
Why was there a bullet under the floorboards of your shack?
Damn that girl.
And without anger, a long and harsh life has taught her not to buckle under pressure.
A bullet? You didn't put it there, did you? She did.
Gone and hid things in there? She's usually a good tenant, and not a stupid one either.
You rented the room to her.
Yes, I let my room to that Ruby girl. As I've done before when she's been in trouble or just looking for solitude. I've made it clear, we welcome all kinds of people here.
When was this?
She came last Friday, left on Monday in a hurry. What has she gotten herself into, that girl?
That's for the police to find out. Right there. Please answer each question to the best of your ability. I'm sure we have a few.
You said she left on Monday.
Yes, early with the dogs, around 8 o'clock, I think.
Is the room exactly as she left it?
I cleaned it, like I always do.
Was there anything else there?
No.
What is she like?
She's good company. Knows how to talk to an old woman. At my age, you don't get a lot of quality conversation. So I really appreciate that about her.
Did she talk to you much during her last stay?
No, she was mostly silent this time. Kept to herself.
What do you mean?
She tried not to let it show, but I could tell she hadn't come to fish. Usually she likes to cast a few lines, but this time she mostly stayed in her room.
Why do you think she left the bullet there?
How would I know? She's a gruff one, but not violent. She doesn't go around toting a gun.
I heard she was a heavy drinker with anger issues. Do you ever witness that kind of behavior?
Nothing of the sort. Sure, she was no stranger to the bottle. She fit in that way. But I only knew her to have a beer on the beach while watching the sunset. She isn't what you'd call a drunk. Even offered me some from time to time. Said it was part of the communal life. But I never saw her lose control of herself the way some people do.
Ouch. Does she have any technical equipment with her, like radio stuff?
Not that I knew of, though she was into nice music. She once showed me a few mixtape milieu she'd made. Although I guess she was pretty handy with the mechanical and technical stuff. Even fixed the heater in the shack. You should be thankful for that.
I am thankful for that.
She may simply have kept the equipment elsewhere.
Okay. Where does she go?
I don't know. Further up the coast. She tried to leave quietly, but the hinges on that door screeched like a cat in heat. Woke me up. I heard her rushing in those heavy boots, heading up north. You'll never find her, you know. She knows the coast like the back of her hand. You only just arrived.
She's in that door I can't open.
I wouldn't worry about that, man. We are persistent.
This is a cool moment. It needs a cool thing to be said.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. They called it the cool thing.
What? You're still not saying it right.
Let's rock with our cock. I meant let's rock with our cock out. Okay, let's rock with our cocks out.
It's too late now.
Oh, no!
The old woman shakes her head slowly.
Like, Kim was gonna go with it, but he was just like, no, that's wrong. That's the wrong line. You're not, it's, the moment is past. Further up the coast we go.
Are you sure you'd rather stay here? Get a nice cozy fire going in the heater? Seems like a better idea to me.
It's definitely a more comfortable idea.
Valve electric mural. You feel like you should go look at it again. Step closer this time.
One thing, officer. If you do find her, please go easy on her.
That seems to be my thing.
She's a good girl. Whatever she's gotten herself mixed up in.
Hello, children. Have you seen the murder girl?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone while the other watches him do it.
You must be Lillian's twins.
This one doesn't say anything, kicking the concrete with his worn-out sneaker.
Lily's our mum.
I already said that.
The stone kicker laughs suddenly. His head is too large for his shoulders.
Kids are dumb.
The other one laughs as well. Wow, so intellectually stimulating.
Wow, the game also hates kids.
The stone kicking isn't even of very high caliber. Anyone can do that.
Kids, have you seen any bad people around?
What bad people?
I don't think questioning 4-year-olds without their parents present is gonna crack the case.
That's fine. Children are stupid.
You're stupid.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave now. I'm gonna leave and not talk to you anymore.
Just a second ago, The first one was laughing. Now he's doing something with his lips and his gap tooth. There's no system to this.
You're being random!
You're stupid.
No, I hate this! All right. I need help.
You hold in your hand the colorful primer. The title reads, "A primer for small kids."
I need this.
There's a bear involved. This book will show you the score. Get you oriented with those basic concepts you appear to be hazy on. The anthropomorphic bear will give you the lowdown of your life.
On what?
The alphabet.
I need that.
The alphabet. Every page has one word designating one letter of the alphabet with a faded illustration. Most of them are scientific and cultural principles. It goes as follows.
I thought this book was going to be about dealing with children, not for children. Let's do this.
A is for azimuth. B is for Boreas. C is for cosine. D is for diamite. E is for ellipse. F is for phlogiston. G is for gamete.
These have to all be like location names, right?
H is for homeboy.
What?
I is for econ. J is for Eura. K is for collapse. L is for laudanum. M is for myriad. N is for nadir. O is for aureole. P is for perihelion.
Yeah!
Q is for quasar. R is for rhododendron. S is for sinus. T is for tricolor. U is for ultra.
Hardcore!
V is for vector. W is for Wahrheit. X is for xylophone.
It's always for
Y
fucking
is
xylophone.
For Ustava. Z is for zenith.
This book sucks. Is that it?
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Kim, I know the alphabet now.
Good. I also know the alphabet.
All right, I'm done with this. Really, that book sucked, like, even for, like, its stated purpose. Hey, you there.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
I'm not trying it with 17%. I feel like I end up here like every time. Also, oh.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying of surrounding reeds.
Well, you know, you had to be sure. I feel like I might have a lead on who took the documents out of Classia's buoy. If it's someone who literally is here anyway. Hello? Oh, really?
You see, a once bright mural towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out Feld Electrical R&D. A slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Step closer.
Above the mural, a collapsed roof, broken windows set in walls that are cracking and will soon also fall, and the coastal breeze rustling and sighing in the remains of the edifice. There's something in the wind. Sometimes the only way to go forward is to fail first.
Why do I feel like I know this place?
Indeed, somehow you knew it was here. An urban ruin gutted by looters that once used to consume money and dispense warmth and light. You felt it before when it rained in Martinez, and you felt the cold of the rain. The feeling persists. It has been in you ever since.
Could Ruby be in there?
In there? She could. Or she could be in the identical room over there, or in that boat shack, in that church tower, maybe.
Why single out this one building?
Shivers. Shivers. Wow. These are a lot of, like, really unrelated things that are... This is like do all the side quests, and Shivers will carry you along.
Even though you're sure you succeeded, all is quiet. There is no cold hand brushing against your forehead, no rustle in the reeds. The wind has died down. The ruin in front of you is silent as a tomb.
What was I even attempting to do here?
Trying to talk to the wind. The city, whatever you thought would happen, did not. And now you're just standing there with your hands fallen to your side. Is trying to talk to the city something you've done before? Is it in your secret repertoire? A trick for when you're out of ideas?
Yeah, kind of. She could be anywhere. How do we find her?
How do we? I was really hoping she'd be in the village. Okay. She's probably north of the village, and this place is a peninsula. We already scanned most of the outdoor areas on our wild cryptid hunt, so we have an understanding of the geography, at least. And then there's the church. We've already searched that and can rule it out. I know it doesn't feel like progress, but exclusion is a step too. Anyway, we do it the old-fashioned way, sector by sector. Go over the whole peninsula, ask the locals, enter the places where we can enter first, like we did in the village.
What if we don't find her?
Then, if we're desperate, we can look where we can't enter. Bunkers, storm drainage, this place. I'm sure it won't come to that.
It'll come to that.
Walk the coast, the old boardwalk, the reeds. You can always come back here and talk to the wind again. Look where it already got you. An adventure awaits. An adventure on the windswept urban coast. Buckle up and raise your collar. This search is going to be wet and cold.
Do it again.
Suddenly, there's a sigh, carried on the molecules around you, moving, flowing from high pressure to low pressure, like that of a woman emptying her lungs. She wraps the collapsing stone box in front of you in her breath, flowing through it.
Where does it go?
In through the collapsed roof, flowing down a concrete staircase to the basement, sweeping away footprints in the dust on the stairs, and then the beach below the boardwalk, its winding tunnels, a whisper away.
What is happening?
She's down there.
I think she's below this building.
Okay. Why?
Supernatural shit.
Good, good, yes. Cold spells. So basically your hangover is telling you she's down there?
Let's call it a gut feeling.
So, how do we get in there? The doors were on the collapsed side of this building. They're gone, basically.
Finally, my time to shine.
Ladder? Roof?
Perhaps you can climb them. We are not climbing anything. I'm 43 years old, and I plan to live to see 70.
That is a fucked up looking ladder.
There has to be a way to use brute force. Climbing sounds unsafe.
It is.
Brute force is safe.
It's not!
Look around and find something to break if the ladder fails.
I can probably tank some physical damage.
A rusty ladder leads to the rooftop. Some of the rungs are missing.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, that doesn't look good at all.
Assess.
The distances between the remaining rungs are rather wide. You'd have to use the mounting brackets. However, they seem corroded and the peeling rust is razor sharp.
I've got armored gloves.
In addition, the first rung is going to be tough to reach. It's what, 3 meters above the ground? And you're 180?
190, I'm a giant.
Okay, but still, the roof is collapsing and the wind gets pretty brutal up there. Dismounting from the ladder is going to be hard. Perhaps if you were to not climb the ladder. Instead, what if you were to do something more subtle?
Okay.
Yeah, because falling from that height seems, well, splat. So don't do that. Just, you know.
What if I just teleport?
Teleportation is not a thing.
Didn't you know I'm a communist? Teleportation is totally a thing. It just needs the right amount of revolutionary spirit.
Okay, let's say teleportation is a thing. Wouldn't you need some kind of scientific apparatus to create a teleportation field? You can't just do it without apparatus.
No, just believe in it.
What are they talking about?
Teleportation, Mikhail. It's generally thought impossible.
It won't hurt to try.
Oh yes, it could hurt. A lot.
Fucking what?
All you need to do is close your eyes and concentrate. Darkness enfolds you. You can feel the distance between the bench and the first rung of the ladder. All you need to is...
Do it!
Zoot, zap, pow, crinkle. It's like magic. You feel yourself disappear, your atoms fading out of existence.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Bam! You find yourself on the roof, having mastered the art of physical displacement.
Just stand there like a badass.
You know, for the record, you didn't teleport there. You just climbed the ladder with your eyes closed.
Fuck you, Kim!
The wind at the top of the building starts howling loudly, blowing away the lieutenant's voice. Faintly you hear.
Never mind. Find a way to let me in when you get inside.
Don't go adventuring with a backup, especially if we think the suspect may be hiding here.
I'm leaving you all on a cliffhanger.